Hey guys, wow. So let's talk. Um, yeah, I got a book today called Tucker Carlson, Ship of Fools. How selfish ruling class is bringing America to the brink of revolution. So this talks about basically the liberal media, not the liberal media, but the liberals and what they're doing about our world today. And it is really interesting. I would recommend it if you watch like Fox News and conservatives like me, Mark Dice, and other conservatives out there that want to be able to speak their mind, but can't due to the fact because we can't say offensive words, and the LGBTQ, the alphabet people will get so butthurt and stuff. You guys have to read this book. You also have to go to markdice.com, Mark Dice, and read the Liberal Media Complex, and something like that book will definitely bring to mind how it is crazy. It is crazy how today's media is so fudged up and it's so bad that it's just bad that. Sorry, guys, I'm looking on something real quick. Yeah, it is terrible how the liberal media has got so far down where we're being socially unaccepted, and a lot of conservatives now are being kicked off, and I'm getting tired of it. And so, like I said today, I'm no longer playing Magic the Gathering. I no longer associate with Magic the Gathering. My media base will now be talking about this. Books like this that talk about. Let me read a quick part of the book. I'm going to get censored, and I don't care. This book basically considers. It asks questions. Tucker, you know, asks the questions about like how do we make it better? What is it that people are doing? Where are people not waking up? What are we not understanding about our lives? And so Tucker basically said it right. Mark Dice is another one of my favorite guys that I watch. You need to watch Mark Dice for sure because Mark Dice is one of the big media guys. There's only one person in here, but I guess we'll watch it because we don't care. Excuse me, but we're not going to mention names, but we already know that the whistleblower, we already know who it is. You all know who I'm talking about. We'll just say the whistleblower so that the liberals here don't get butthurt. But the whistleblower we know is out there. And here's my question. So why doesn't the liberals, if they are investigating Trump and Trump's not guilty, or they claim he's guilty, then why is it that they're not naming the whistleblower? Why is the whistleblower being kept sacred? That's where I kind of wonder why the liberal media is doing. And in books like this, and like Tucker Carlson and Mark Dice, the liberal media complex, you gotta read about it. It talks about like why the liberal media does what they do. Why are they so brain to not name the whistleblowers? Why like the Bilderberg? Why you know why is Google censoring people like us? Why is Twitter counting no action against liberals threatening lives against us or our president that we are currently in with? And why isn't the liberal media, why isn't the media or any of the media that's out there doing anything about it? Why are they just sitting there, uh, sitting back, not doing anything? Why are they allowing people to literally just sit there and be heard? And that's the thing that I kind of felt like that was really interesting to me. Now, I'm a conservative that has very certain view. I'm kind of liberal in certain areas where I'm okay with certain areas, but I don't agree with them. But when it comes to like the whistleblower, we're going to talk a little bit about this too. Why is the why is the liberal hiding the whistleblower? So is so why is Adam Schiff, you know, why is Adam Schiff being allowed to, run the way that he is? What is it that the liberals are hiding? What are they hiding? And it seems like the liberals are really good at hiding things, and they want to hide things because they know that they're lying, they're deceiving us, and they don't have any facts behind their lies. Like the whistleblower, we all know it's bull crap. We already know that we can't say certain things on YouTube. We can't say the name. We can only say whistleblower. We can only say liberal media. We can only say Twitter. We can only associate them as people because we'll get demonetized and it will butthurt them and I will get demonetized. But that's why, again, you guys, you want to read Mark Dice, the liberal complex industry, because books like that will actually explain to you why the liberal media is so good at lying to us, because the liberal media will keep us down. But it won't happen for long because, unfortunately, hallelujah, the conservatives are actually going to fight back. We are fighting back by not giving the liberals the attention that they seek. We're treating them like the little babies that they are. And books like this, when I read like Tucker Carlson's book, I read this book, The Ship of Fools. It's got Mark Zuckerberg, Bill, Hillary Clinton. It's got all of them. This is the book that I'm actually reading, you guys. This book, actually, I think you guys need to start reading. It explains a little bit on, what the hell is going on with what the hell is going on with today's society? Why is the left so stupid? Why are they so butthurt? Why are they playing games? Why is the whistleblower being kept sacred? We already kind of know his name. The name has already been pushed out there. But why are they destroying his name? Why are they making sure that his name does not pop up on YouTube or Google or anywhere or on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Google, YouTube? Why are those medias hiding the name? Why are they allowing those names to hide? What is it that he's doing? And it all goes to show like that today's liberal media is a bunch of full of crap, like MSNBC, ABC, NBC, CNN, the fake news, the young turds. For instance, Chunk Yogurt actually talked about bestiality, making bestiality legal. What the fuck? Holy shit. Chunky Yogurt talking about making bestiality legal. What the fuck? Okay, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but first of all, Chunk Yogurt, you have a problem. If you think honestly that bestiality is legal, you are fucked up, man. Oh. See, this is the kind of thing that liberals are doing right now today, you guys. They are making bestiality legal. They're making it legal so that you can cheat on your partner. They're making shit just nuts. I can't go on too much because I could get demonetized and I seriously can get in trouble. And a lot of the names that I drop, I could get nailed for. So I got to be careful with what I say because their little robot programs monetize me and they watch for certain words that I say. So I can't say certain words, otherwise I get demonetized and they get butthurt. But Chunky Yogurt says bestiality is legal. Jeez. Oh. Okay, first of all, having sex with an animal, that is wrong. And but I don't have the exact quote, but let me see if I can find it here. Oh, now my phone doesn't want to do it. No. It doesn't show it. Hold on. But it talks about it here, you guys. Let's see if I can find it. Chunk Yogurt literally talks about bestiality being legal. Now remember, Chunk Yogurt was named, his YouTube show was named after a bunch of Muslim group killed a bunch of people named the Young Turks. So Chunk Yogurt works, and he's a Muslim. And this little fat fart works for Muslims. He's a Muslim that agrees bestiality is correct. That is just sick and wrong. Oh, it doesn't show it. You know why it does? Look at this. Oh, see, you guys, this is what happens. The media, the liberal media does not want you to know that Chunk Yogurt agrees that bestiality is a disgusting, despicable, very nasty, very gross thing. This is what the liberal media is doing, you guys. They're running this little circus, and they're running the circus to being where we don't have control of it anymore. Let me find it on YouTube. YouTube, the Young Turks bestiality. It is so wrong. And it's so sick. I don't know how the hell Chunk Yogurt is allowed to do this. Chunk Yogurt is watching his own channel. I bet you anything, you guys, Chunk Yogurt. I bet you anything, you guys, that Chunk Yogurt is probably watching his own channel. Liberals are saying it's okay to have bestiality. What the fuck? This is what liberals are doing now. They're allowing liberals are allowing bestiality. They're allowing conservatives to be silenced. They're allowing people to not have voices. They're saying that conservatives need to go away. What the hell? Okay, first of all, if Chunk Yogurt from the Young Turks, who is associated with the Muslim community that killed thousands of innocent people, if he's saying that it's okay to kill thousands of innocent people, then Chunk Yogurt, I think you need to look at the bigger picture. That bestiality is sick. The media of liberty does not take kindly to people who A, think bestiality is okay, C, do not think that people need to silence conservatives, and 3, the liberal media needs to stop pointing at Trump for everything that they're doing wrong when Trump does nothing wrong. But we can't name the whistleblower because it's racist or sexist if we name the whistleblower. But what is wrong when we name the whistleblower? Because, if we name the whistleblower, then we get in trouble. But what if they name something that Trump did or supposedly did, but they don't get in trouble for it? They don't get in trouble for nothing. Is that what happens? Is that like what the media is doing now? The liberal media is allowing so much crap to go on unnoticed. And it's unbiased. It's like Trump is being attacked deliberately for no reason. And the liberal media has no proof of any collusion, which there was no pro stat quo, which we all know is bullshit. There was nothing that Trump did was wrong. We all know that the Russian collusion was wrong. We all know that all the sex scandals was incorrect. We all know that everything with the Ukrainian shit was wrong. We all know that basically what Trump never did was incorrect. So what the hell are we doing wrong? If you guys haven't checked my channel already that you guys are watching, check out my channel, YouTube, Southern Romeo. Southern Romeo is my YouTube channel where I talk about the industrial of liberal media. Why liberals need to be silenced themselves. Why do liberals themselves need to be shut down? The liberal media today has not so much leash, but they need to be put on a leash. They need to be shushed because liberals are taking too much of our freedom away that we have, and they're using it against us. Well, we need to play that game and use it against them. So again, we can't use the whistleblower's name because we can get in trouble. But if the media uses Trump is a bad guy, and they blame Trump for everything, they don't get in trouble. So this is where we need to start looking at the liberals and let the liberals know that they need to start getting in trouble for their crap too. Like Nancy Pelosi, Pocahontas, claiming she's a Native American. Pocahontas was not Native American. We all know that was crap. You guys, we know that Elizabeth Warren was never Native American. We all know that Elizabeth Warren never had Native American in her blood. We all knew it. We all knew that was going to come out one day or another. Elizabeth Warren never had that Native American in her blood. And she still to that day claimed, I am Native American. Well, what happened when Elizabeth Warren got called out and said, well, I'm Native American? What happened when she got called out and said, you're not Native American? She got called out and she bitched about it for half an hour saying, you're racist. She called conservatives racist because she said, you do not know that I'm Native American when we did all the tests against her. You are not a Native American, first of all. You never had Native American. You never had anything to do with Native American. You're stealing Native American people's names. And second of all, you're not being politically correctness. You're trying to claim political correctness because you're left and you're claiming that it's racist that people who are not Native American claim that they're Native American, but you're doing the same thing. It sounds very familiar, doesn't it, Elizabeth Warren? It sounds very correct. It sounds like the same thing that Elizabeth Warren seems to do very well on her life. This is the stuff that we see today. And books like this, like the Tucker Carlson book that you see here today, you guys, this book, the Tucker Carlson book, you need to read it. It gives you the insight of like the liberal media, why liberals today need to have their mind woke, because people like Elizabeth Warren, Joe Biden, Yang, all of those guys are just social media puppets, and they're just brainwashed morons that are delusional. They have no intent on protecting our rights. They have no intent on protecting American. They have no protection, or they have no intent on protecting the United States Constitution of America. They have no intent on being American citizens. They're anti-American. They're against America. They hate Americans. Liberals hate Americans. That's why liberals love to tell Americans, conservatives, that you are pathetic. That's why a lot of liberals say, well, if you were going to build the wall, then you're racist. That's not racism. That's just protecting us. How is that racism? You're not understanding that the racism term that the racism term that liberals love to use against people, they don't know that word, and they push that word against us conservatives. And that's what a lot of liberal medias do. A lot of liberal medias push this thing against Trump, against like, well, you're racist because you think this way. Don't the liberals already see that they're racist? They're more racist than we are. See how that affects them? They like to play the liberals love to play the race card, you guys, but when in fact them themselves are the racist. They themselves like to play that the jail baiters. They like to bait people into an argument where they don't win. And when the liberals can't win the argument, they scream, they holler, they cuss, they spit in your face, and they yell at you, and they call you names. They call you fascist. They call you racist. They call you sexist, homophobic, xenophobe. They call you a piece of shit. They get in your face, and they literally call you names because they're liberals. They have no brains. They don't care about you. They're not caring about anyone. They care only about themselves, which is anti-American, anti-people. They only want people to start the conversation with, if I don't agree with you, then you are homophobe, you are a xenophobe, you are racist, you're fascist. They love doing that against people. That's what they do, and they're best at it. Liberals love that. But conservatives, when we talk, we go, you know what, if you don't agree with us, what's your talking point? We give you a talking point. We start the talking point. We give you the conversation. If you guys are watching over here on Omi TV, my YouTube channel, Southern Romeo, look me up if you guys want to have a conversation on live chat over here. I will definitely have a live chat with you guys. I love having a live conversation with my liberal friends. If any of you guys are liberal, please talk to me. Let's have a decent conversation. But, you know, this whole Trump 2020 thing has turned into a big palooga of, you know, racist Antifa. All these Antifa people don't seem to have the understanding that they themselves don't care. Your feelings aren't there. Their feelings do not care. They only care about their own feelings, because their feelings, if your feelings do not match with theirs, then you are a bad person. How do you become a bad person when your feelings do not match with somebody else's? How does that happen? Explain to me. How does that happen? How are you racist if I disagree with your political agreement? Okay, I don't like you because you like Hillary. So what? It's facts. Hillary lost because she was a crook. Trump won because he's not a crook. He's not a politician. He's a businessman. He won by the vote of people that want business. In Switzerland, in all countries, people wanted him. People would have voted for him all over the world because he does business. He knows how to take care of people. That's it. That's a general rule is the people, the Constitution, people's rights, want to make sure that people live the way that they choose and please. That's it. That's all they care about. But liberals want to make it where it's just me, my, they, and then they want to start introducing the alphabet people, introducing all these new gender bending rules, which is stupid, and then Muslim safe space, which Muslims are the first problems that we're having today. Terrorism. We're having a problem with terrorism, and we need to get rid of that. And Trump is trying to get rid of it, but what is people doing? That what is it that Trump's doing wrong? A lot of people are saying, well, Trump's doing wrong because he's homophobe. Trump's xenophobe. No, Trump's not xenophobe. Trump is not racist. Trump is nothing. You guys, liberal media love to make that rule. Liberals love to make up lies about how Trump is racist. They don't have any proof that Trump is racist. If you ask a liberal, how is Trump racist? You know what they're going to say? Screech. They're going to screech because they don't have facts. They have no proof. Liberals have no proof, no facts, no nothing. They scream at you because they don't care how you feel. This is what we're dealing with, you guys. This is like how today liberals live. In today's society, liberals love to not use facts, but their butthurt feelings. Liberals love to get butthurt about like certain things, and I feel like that is why the Us Too movement was born a bad way. Women have equal rights as men. All men should be equal to women. Everyone should be equal to everybody. So I agree that women should get paid a certain amount of money. Yes. I agree that women have good factors in life. Like women give birth to children, they raise their children. Us men need to protect our women. That is what we need to do. That is the conservative way to make money for our women, come home, love our women, hold our woman, and tell them, honey, at the end of the day, I really love you. I've been thinking about you. You're the best thing in my son. You're like the sunshine of my life. And that's what we need to do. I think like any woman would agree. You could ask any woman. That is the best thing a woman could ever hear. A woman needs to hear that she's special. But when you come home and you go, you know what, I'm going to gender bend all these rules, and my wife is going to come home and become a man, that is just so wrong. There's only two genders, male and female. No other gender could ever associate with any other gender. There's no other gender but two. Liberals love to use that gender crap. And this is, again, what liberals love to do. They love to bend genders. There's only two genders. They know that. Liberals know that there's only two genders. But they only feel like that if they can associate with all these other genders, that they feel special. Well, how in the fuck are you going to feel special when you already know there's only two genders, male and female? It's scientific. It's not like you're stupid and you're not going to prove anything wrong. You're just going to make yourself look stupid by trying to prove that there's 1,000 more genders out there. There's no other gender out there but two. And this is where like the liberal media tries to speak against conservatives who disagree with that. There's a lot of liberals out there that disagree with their gender policies. I think that gender bending is very disgusting. I don't have a problem with the LGBTQ. Like I said, I have somebody who is gay. I know somebody who is gay. And I don't mind that somebody's gay. I don't mind that black people are out there. I don't mind that anybody's out there. But when you start coming up with new rules and new things that are just not agreeance to our policy, you got to understand that you're gonna have a lot of problems and conflict with the life. because like when you look at it, like, okay, here's the male and here's the female, XY chromosome, XX chromosome, right? This is all we know in high school. This is easy. We learned this in high school. Our genetic about like male female chromosome, right? So the male chromosome.
Bro, what are you doing, bro? Your fucking camera is trash.
The male chromosome.
Trash, but your camera's even more trash.
The male chromosome, which is born when you're born a male, you come out. You come out being born a male or a female, and there's only two genders, and so that's why a lot of times people like a lot of the liberal media say, well, no, there's thousands of genders. How can there be thousands of genders when there's only two genders, the male, the XX, or the XXY, or the XX, which is whatever the male or female chromosome is? How do they come up with thousands of other male genders? How do they come up with thousands of other genders? How do you come up with millions of other genders that are not there? This is where the liberal media seems to love to play the game of like, I will bend my gender the way I choose. So can I identify as an AK-47? Every right to identify as an AK-47. Do I have every right to identify as a gun? I identify as an AK-47. And if you do not call me an AK-47, I will sue you. That's exactly what the liberals are doing today. If you do not bend to their rules, you will get sued. That is stupid. That is asinine. You should not be sued for bending to the liberal media. The liberal media does not need to have that bend rules. Every media should only bend to male, female. That's it. That's it. And the only one thing is all lives matter. Now, when we talk about like Black Lives Matter, then we get into a real hard subject for a lot of Black African American people have a lot of poverty in their own life. They have their own problems. But what happens now is that Trump's in office. He gave jobs to Black people way higher now than what they have had before. So Black people are now being hired at a higher rate because of Trump than what Obama did in office. Obama had the worst Black employment rating ever. The worst Black employment rating. Obama had the worst because statistically it was the worst. And a lot of people, like the Black community, will say, no, Obama did great. No, he didn't. Look at the Black community. Obama did nothing to help the Black community. Obama did nothing to help the Black people with their problems. All he did was leave them out behind in the wind. Trump gave them jobs. He told them that, look, I will give you jobs. I will give you employment. I will give you Social Security. I'll give you food stamps if you need it. I'll give you, that, your lives matter. All lives matter, not just Black lives, but all lives matter. And he proved it time and time again. But the liberals are lying by brainwashing you to saying, well, there's only one lives that matter. That's not true. And a lot of medias and social medias want you to believe, like CNN. CNN claims that Black people are being deprived. There's no racism towards Black people anymore. It's dying down. There's more racism towards white people, but because CNN, MSNBC, ABC, all the fake news wants you to see that lies are committed. They're all just there. All those lies are coming down and spiraling down because all the media towards like Black Lives Matter, all those racist towards Black people things have been dead from years now. It died. Black people have more respect now than they ever had before. Mexican people have more respect than they ever had before. White people are being raced against because white people are being discriminated against because obviously if you're a Christian white Muslim person, or if you're Muslim, you're on the highest, I'm going to give you the highest pay rate. This is what CNN does not tell you. This is what MSNBC does not tell you. This is what all the fake news media tells you. But Trump is telling you this is not true. What I'm telling you is black people are being employed. White people are now just as equal as anyone on the scale, whether you're black, white, Jew, gay, lesbian, Muslim, whatever. You're just as equal to anyone. You're an equal to me. And Trump has always shown that. Trump has never not proven that. And a lot of black people that are out there that are saying Trump's racist have never proven it. They've never proven Trump's racism. They've never proven how racist he is not, because they don't have that proof. They don't have that because they're brainwashed by MSNBC, ABC, CNN, the Young Turks. They're brainwashed. They're brainwashed by their poverty. They're brainwashed because their stupidity, that their ancestors were enslaved by somewhat of their own people, but yes, enslaved by a long time ago. But they were enslaved, but it was over. So black people are starting to realize and take that red pill, and they're starting to see that, oh, well, Trump is doing a lot for us. So a lot of the CNN, MSNBC, ABC, the Young Turks, a lot of the fake media is lying to black people and saying that you're brainwashed by the Republicans. The Republicans are being brainwashing you, but it's not true. So all the Republicans are trying to, help a lot of people by giving them the red pill and say that you're not going to be brainwashed no more. So if you read, if you look at all the conservatives, all the Christians, all the Muslims, all the Jews that are out there, think about all of them. How many of them are out there? Millions and thousands, right? Right? So think about it. There's a lot of thousands of people out there that live today among us as citizens. So thousands of citizens that are out there today, you have to see that white privilege is not a thing anymore. White privilege does not exist. It's dead. And a lot of people, even white people say that you have white privilege. There is no such thing as white privilege. What does that even mean? White privilege is just a made-up word used by the liberal media to brainwash people into thinking that you have privilege when you're not privileged, because it's proven that black people and white people have just as much problem as anything. It's just shown statistically that black people and white people have an amount of problems in life. In truth, in general, black people are as privileged as us white people. They're just as privileged as we are. They get their rights just as much as we get theirs. They get their privilege by doing what they do, which is whether they work for it, whether they steal for it, whatever. They work or they do whatever they do to have their life set. So if you want to say Black Lives Matter, then you got to really look at the industry of how does that really provide any help for us? That doesn't help the liberal media. The liberal media will lie to you again, and they don't have the idea that white people are being, white people are being pushed away, they're lied to. The liberal media lies because the tons of black people that are out there that are getting employed, there's a lot of black people that are now being employed, and how are black people not being employed? Well, they're being employed just as well. I mean, black people are being employed by thousands of mining industries, different jobs. So black people, Asian people, everybody's got those, job industry titles or their occupations that they all do. They work on the job because they're getting paid. But the liberal media does not want you to see that they're being paid just as much as we are. So they want to use that Black Lives Matter white privilege to prove that white people are not getting, the white people are getting more than blacks, which is not true. Black people are just getting the same amount of work and same amount of pay as whites. And this is what, like, MSNBC, ABC, like I said, the social media has brainwashed liberals to believe in, that Mexicans are being punished for things. No, they're not. Mexicans are coming here legally, getting their jobs. White people, are just as guilty of doing bad things as much as anybody. So you got to look at it from both positions as, like, how do you how do you stand for your white life? And a lot of people are going to say, well, you got to watch your privilege. What privilege? What social media? What has NBC have said millions of times about Trump? He's a bully. Well, they haven't proven he's a bully to black people or to Asian people. MSNBC has not proven that Trump is bullied anyone. They've only proven that Trump is not bullied people, but they lie about it and they try to prove that he's a bully time and time again towards black people, Jewish people, or anybody. What's up? They try to prove that Trump's a bad guy. How do they prove that Trump's a bad guy? They can't. They can't prove anything. They cannot prove that Trump's a bad guy. They don't have any proof that Trump's a bad guy. So what is the proven point that Trump is a bad guy? No, they don't have it. So when you see, like, Black Lives Matter, all those lives matter, how do you prove when you look at Trump, all those lives that matter, all those five things that were just said, all those five things that were just said were what people have proven Trump is doing. Trump is doing a lot of good things for America today. And so social media wants you guys to see that people like this guy on YouTube. He's a fucking snowflake. People like this guy's a snowflake. So are you, snowflake. Look at you. You're a disgrace because you are the worst. No, you know what? You are a racist piece of shit. Oh, wait, no, because you don't know what redneck means.
You're white trash.
And you are a dumbass snowflake.
You're white trash.
So are you. Well, look at you. You are the class act of a snowflake, liberal. I'm sorry. Did your mom not realize that you were a liberal snowflake? You need to go home and make me a sandwich. Go back, get your diaper changed, snowflake, and come back to me when you have a better reply. Quit being a little fucking snowflake. Go have your mommy change your diapers and go check yourself, because I think you might have Trump derangement. People like this guy over here has Trump derangement syndrome. He's a snowflake. He doesn't know how to act properly because his mom and dad didn't raise him right, because he's brainless. He has Trump derangement syndrome because his brain is so small, because Trump is a good guy and he thinks that Trump's a bad guy, because he is being brainwashed just like all these other liberal snowflake morons. They don't have the capacity to actually be put in a mindset, you guys. This is what happens when liberals start speaking. They act like they're 2-year-old child, like this guy. This guy probably needs to have his diaper changed. He probably doesn't even know how to speak properly. To me, it sounds like he's talking like a baby. I can't understand him. See, this is what liberals do, you guys. Liberals act like they're 2 years old. Their intelligence is zero. This is what happens when you watch MSNBC, ABC, CBS, and all the other bullcrap news, because you become stupid. Like when he called me a white redneck. Of course I'm white. I'm proud to be white. Unfortunately for him, he's just a typical liberal beta male. And that's what you are. You're a typical liberal beta male that probably doesn't even know how to get a job. You probably live off of Social Security because you're very pathetic and you're weak. That's what beta males do. They only live to feed off of the bottom. This is what, like I said, you guys, typical liberals, these kind of books describe people like this little beta male over here exactly to the T. They don't know how to get a job. They don't know how to do anything. They don't know how to act against people. And he shut up now because he doesn't know how to respond to what I called him. I basically called him out, and he's pissed. And he's sitting over there probably crying, having his fit. And he's probably going over telling his mommy that I butt hurt him. And that's okay. Tell your mommy I butt hurt you. It's okay, liberal. I'm sorry that your butt hurt. Go have your mommy make me a sandwich. Go change your diapers. Go learn how to speak properly before you come back. You sound very stupid. This is what happens. They sound stupid. They don't know how to talk intelligent. You can't have an intelligent conversation with people because today's brainwashed media is so stupid. They don't know how to act. Look at them. Look at this. Look at this, YouTube. See how much of a liberal idiot this guy is? See, he's probably, like, look at him. His mom probably never, ever actually taught him any manners. His mom or dad probably never actually spanked him. That's probably why he's such a beta male. Look at him. He can't even get a girlfriend. He can't even stand in front. He can't even stand there in front of me and actually have a conversation with me without being a little brat. He can't even do it. He can't even do it. See, look at it. Now he wants my YouTube channel. See, he's being a little beta male. He's going to go off on my channel and try to act like a little wimp. And he won't fight me. And he knows he can't fight me because he's a little beta. This is probably why girls end up acting like they're trans. Because little beta males like him don't have the capacity to act like real men, like conservatives or Republicans who actually stand up for their rights, who actually stand up and actually say no, or go, well, look, you're acting like a 2-year-old little brat who needs their butt spanked. I'm sorry. And if you want to, disagree, then disagree wholeheartedly, but have a decent conversation with me.
Why are you talking? You're
This guy, see, look at this little beta male. He doesn't even, I bet this little beta male doesn't have a girlfriend. He probably doesn't even have a YouTube channel, half and nearly as much as I have. He probably doesn't even have a life. He probably lives with his mom and dad, sits at home, eats Cheetos, watches fake news, and probably doesn't even have a life. He doesn't even have a job like me. See, this is why I think people like him are the scumbags of society, because he's getting brainwashed by idiocracy. His parents washed him to believing that he's special. Of course, his mom and dad made him special. See, look at how idiot he is. Look at how much of a retard he's acting like. See, this is what beta male retards look like. This is a prime example of why I think beta male retards like him cannot have a job. They can't fully act like a true person. They can't act like a normal person. See, look, I'll prove it to you. Look, see you guys? This is what a beta male looks like.
Are you on a live stream? Like, what the fuck?
See, this is a beta male right here, you guys. See, the 99 people that are watching.
Hey guys, I'm a beta male.
See, this is what happens when you're just the liberal loser. You don't have any life. He can't get a job. And it's really pathetic. Oh, and he hung up on me. See, you guys, this is what happens when you get brainwashed. When you become the worst bottom feeder. When you become a bottom feeder, you stay that way. This is what social media is doing to us today, you guys. Social media is literally killing us. We need to, Trump is helping a lot with this.
Are you unboxing this?
Hey, another guy. Let's see what this guy says. What do you think? What do you think of Trump, man? Do you like Trump or do you disagree with Trump? See, beta male. See, half of these guys on here don't even like Trump because they're beta males. They lose. They hate people. A lot of people hate Trump because he's doing a good job. But of course, again, this is what society has become. Very intolerant of people. People that are very intolerant of anyone. And that's really sad. That's the worst thing to ever have. Is like when you're intolerant of people, it's the worst. When you start becoming intolerant, you start realizing that, you become a piece of shit. you're a piece of shit. If you are intolerant, you're a piece of shit. How are you going to be intolerant? How much more intolerant can you be? I mean, look at Trump supporters. Trump supporters are not intolerant. They're pretty tolerant. They tolerate a lot of problems. I mean, they tolerate a lot of name callings. Like I tolerated it, but I let him have it because I didn't, I wanted to show how much he was not gonna affect me. So people like that, you guys, I mean, this is what's happening today. It's just beta male. It's just pure crap. Nobody, literally, today's society cares about anyone. They just care about themselves. A lot of people today are wrapped up in their own opinions. They're wrapped up in their own world. If you want to think about, like I said, uh, gender bending. If you can bend genders, then that's what they want to do. That's what the liberals want to do. The liberals want to bend genders. They want to make sure that conservatives are not, offending people, and that's just stupid because there's only two genders, and it's male and female. Everybody knows that. But it's just stupid, you guys. I mean, today's society has become the bottom feeding of all worlds, and I don't know how much more worse it's going to get. It's probably going to get worse before it gets better. And I don't think that this world will get any better before it gets worse. At this point, I think that our world has come to a conclusion that, we look in the Bible, like you read the Bible, Revelations. So, yes, Grandma.